probably coming up to the flint wall, because especially if it's between wet and dry, because it's behind the trees and you cannot see the surface until you're actually on it.
This car up the driveway is definitely going to be challenging, but you're just trying to have that car as one. So you know exactly how far you've got to the hay bales, you know exactly how far you've got to the grass. I mean, it's such pristine grass here, you don't even want to go and wreck that.
I'm just looking forward to making it top. There's a real sense of, when you're going across the finish line, there's a real sense of, it's pretty hairy going up there, it's real narrow. You know, those hay bales are coming past fast when you're going up that hill. For us, to try and put on the best show we can, but make sure we get to the top without any issues, yeah, it gets pretty nervous at the start line, you know. We all want to just make sure we put on a good show, get to the top, no aggro, and just put on the best show we can for the fans here at Goodwood.
Going up the hill is an incredible feeling. It's very narrow. You got walls, you got hay bales, you got some off-camber corners, you got grass, and you know, we're doing our very best to not wreck the car, for one, and for two, link all the corners. For me, the biggest thing is to try and run just below your limit and to hold you and your car at around 90–95%, and that is a lot easier said than done, knowing what your limit is and being able to run that, but consistency is the key to win events and championships.
I mean, it's just straight controlling chaos. You know, you're using every tool of the car, the steering wheel, the handbrake, the clutch, the brakes, the gas, I mean, everything. At every moment, you know, you're just managing the weight and putting everything exactly where you want it. The vehicle, the weight, the power. So it's just an extreme challenge.
Selecting first gear and when I'm told to go. After that, it's a very strange place because I'm not really thinking, it's more instinct. And like while I'm driving, I have no real memory of the driving part once I've stopped. So it's really weird. Like I will be in the car in a zone that feels very addictive. Like it's a feeling of real excitement, and it's very hard to describe, but it's a sense of almost like freedom where nothing else matters while you're driving the car. You're not thinking about anything. It's like you've turned your brain off and instincts come into just driving the car, and it's so addictive.
There's a few different tools within the car that we'll use for drifting. You got your handbrake, got your throttle, clutch, and your brakes. And so when you're starting off with some donuts or figure eights, you don't even need the brakes, you don't even need the handbrake. So what you do is you pull up to a stop, you pick a fixed point, whether it's a cone or hopefully just a cone so you don't hit anything. But nice big open area, you pull your car up, crank the wheel to lock, rev it up, dump the clutch, and that will disrupt the rear end and get the tires spinning. And with the wheels turned in, it's going to make the car want to pivot over the front end and rotate into the corner. And you just let go of the steering wheel and the car will self-steer itself into the donut. And after that, it's all about the throttle control and modulation to keep the car sideways. If it starts to come straight, you give it more throttle to step back out. If it starts to get too wide, you lift a little bit and it comes back in. So you just find this balance of the car when it's sideways and you just push it around this corner. And so you always want to start with donuts and then you throw in some transitions, and that's how you make your way up to be able to drift the corner.